Hello and welcome to the Brick Freak. Today we are going big here with the Millenium Falcon from Mould King, model number 21026. And you see 12,688 pieces. That's not nearly double the piece count of the Lego Millenium Falcon, but it won't be double the size, hopefully. Okay, we have two links in the video description. One goes to your World of Building Blocks or Mould King, where you can buy the set from the seller. The other goes to the original designer, because this is a stolen MOG. Yes. At the moment I don't know what the instructions, you have to pay for the instructions from the original designer. You will see in the link. Okay, this is a big one. I ordered the Death Star before the Millenium Falcon, but the Millenium Falcon arrived quicker. The Death Star will be arriving on Monday, so I decided I show you first the Falcon. I believe the Falcon is a more interesting. There's a cool Lego one, but this here is a total different animal because it has much more detail inside. It has nearly the double piece count, but it's nearly the same size, so it's more detailed and a lot of small pieces. Okay, this here 1 to 16. Next I show you the bags 17 to 34, I believe. So here we have 17 to 34. Man oh man. But we see the packaging has nearly the same size as the Lepin Falcon I have. It's nearly the same size. So here we have a lot of more small pieces to get the whole thing more detailed. But like I said, the pure size perhaps is 10-15% bigger only than the Lego version. But we will see. I have the Lego version from another company, but it's the same, and we can have a comparison at the end. Okay, these are 70 to 34. Then we have here 8 weight stones. This will be for the display stand, so that he's heavy enough to carry the Falcon. We have a bag of transparent pieces here for the stand. We have a bag of pins and 1x1 blades in light bluish and dark bluish gray. We have the nice hammer. I love this from Mould King. It's a really cool tool. And we have two 16 by 16 normal blades in tar and black. Okay, so let's have a look at the instructions. Oh, here are the instructions. They look totally similar, only the other version has a B. We have nothing on the back. But we see here what I think this is a pretty cool Millenium Falcon. So the typical Mould King instructions we see here. We have building steps 1 to 34. We have some stickers because Mould King never has printed pieces. That's one thing I don't like about them, that they can get better, but we will see. Okay, and there we have the first difference to the Lego version. We are building here a strong base, and then we are bringing on the pieces onto the base. Round and round, and then all the interior. So it's a little bit different than the Lego version to assemble, but I hope we have more fun then. The Lego version was okay. I liked it to build it, but that was the first build. This was one of my first videos here on the channel, almost 4 years ago. So that was the biggest set I have ever assembled to that part, and yes, I was new, and sometimes it was a little bit, I was overwhelmed. But now 4 years later, that will be no problem here with the nearly 30,000 pieces, 13,000 pieces that this Millenium Falcon offers us. Okay, let's start. Well, this is the building step 1. 20 minutes was really fast. We have a big chunk of Technic frames and Technic beams, and underneath we have a lot of plates, 2 layers here. So that's really good that the hammer is in the set. You really need this to get rid of all the space between the plates. And yes, okay, we have a lot of colors, but if this was all black, it was a little bit difficult. So I'm happy to have here, normally not, but here a little bit colored, it was a little bit easier. So like you see here, this is a really, oh, not really, but mostly really strong base for our Falcon. So next, where we have it, no, that's 7, okay, I show you next. The building step 2 ahead. Here it's nice, that's a different building technique. These are blades, Technic blades, and in between are pins. So I haven't seen this year using Technic blades and pins to assemble this in a 90-degree direction, so that's nice. Oh, building step 2, and it looks the same. Till I tilt it, and now we see it has a massive stand. You see, you can easily at the moment hold this. These are really actually 2 layers of I have used the hammer, but not on the outside here. Okay, but you see, this is really massive. 2 layers of bricks and plates, and then a massive pillar with Technic beams, a lot of the 1x15 and the angled one. So okay, so we have a good base. And where is it? There is somewhere is the bag with the pillars. I believe it's in the building room, and they will be attached perhaps under the corners. So if we bring things on here, so it's not so wobbly. And perhaps when this is forward, I think perhaps the 8 weight bricks come here to bring a really good counterbalance to the longer front of the Millenium Falcon, and then it stands really good. We will see if this 1 pillar construction is enough for the weight, but I've seen the pictures, so it must be working, of the final product and of the mock. Okay, another thing, you know I'm a movie guy, but normally I make this in the German videos, but I try to make it in the English too, so help me out. What are your, or what's your from worst to best Star Wars movies? From the 9 Skywalker saga movies, without the Ewok movies or Solo or Rogue One. So what's your? I write mine in the comments, because I'm not sure exactly with place 2 and 3 and 8 and 7 and 8, but I'm pretty sure about the worst, and that's The Rise of the Skywalker. I think this movie is absolutely rubbish. It's when I see Rise of the Skywalker, I immediately thought, okay, Last Jedi wasn't so bad. It has nothing to tell, The Last Jedi, but it was sometimes entertaining, and Rise of the Skywalker was mostly annoying and hurting an old Star Wars fan. So okay, write me in the comments your ladder from 1 to 9 of the original 9, or not original, I mean of the original Skywalker saga. Okay, next is 3, and perhaps we are really starting here, give it more shape, or actually start with attaching things to the blade. We will see. Well, building step 3 was a smaller one. We just assembled here 2 layers to cover everything Here we have cannon. Nice building techniques, everything fits fine together. So 3 building steps done, no issues, no problems. No problems with the pieces or with the instructions. Piece quality is high. The clutch power is higher than Lego, meanwhile, from Mould King all through. So if you have 3 or 4 layers of blades and you hammered them, oh man, it's not nice to get them separate. Okay, next will be we cover the upside here of the blade with a lot of tiles and blades and set so a base for the further assembly process with all the rooms and everything, cockpit and so on. But I've seen a lot of tiles in the next picture, and everything there's always, and everything here is black and 1 level higher. So this is building step 4, and it was a boring one because you see this to 99% only tiles. We have here a slope that normally should be stickered here with the instrument stickers. Yes, that's everything in the turntable. The rest are tiles, blades and modified tiles. So really not much, and this building step took 1 hour. Building step 1, 2 and 3 or a half an hour each. So we are at 2.5 hours now after building step 4, or I am at 2.5 hours, and looking forward for building step 5. That brings us the first interior. I believe the round sofa, there they are playing the space chess, when I seen it right. So 5 brings us now a little bit of interior, and so I can forget the boring building step 4. Man, my thumbs, because you have always to push from the other side too, and so that you really need a lot of strength over the whole time and the whole platform here. Building step 5, it was a small one. You see, there's not much here. Some boxes or crates. This here perhaps is a sofa or something, I don't know. Here on this stud, normally I should place this here, but I have no negative stud, no hole. So this here is useless. Let's see, not much. But building step 6 is a little bit larger, not much larger, a little bit. And I think we will place here all the things where we have studs. And that's a really interesting way to build the Millenium Falcon. I think it's a little bit easier than the Lego version. And I hope it is, in the end, the same cool result as the Lego version. We will see. But it's interesting to build this here. Oh, this is the building step 6, and this was an interesting one. It's a little bit like the modular. We set a base here with a pillar, but we set a base plate and all the tiles, and now it's going to build the house. And here instead it's a nice ship. Okay. Before this was here, there were 2 6-length bricks, and I built this frame here with a lot of studs on side, and then I clicked it in. I built the frame here, or the box, with all the studs on side. Then I built this panel here, clicked the panel onto the studs on the side, clicked the whole thing in. Then I built the bottom plate here. Oh wait, I try to. Is it possible? clicked it in, then I built the front panel, clicked it in, and then I built the last panel here. That won't really fit on the studs, I will check this, and clicked it in. And they were really entertaining to build. Not the both side panels here, but the bottom panel. That what you don't see. That was really nice from the building techniques that the designer used. So now it's getting a little bit more complicated, and you have more to look in the instructions, and the building techniques are getting better. So now it's getting interesting. I'm really bummed. And when I built this, it rang on the door, and it was the Death Star. So lucky for you guys who waited for the Falcon, that the Falcon that was shipped 1 week later arrived earlier than the Death Star. Okay, lucky for the Millenium Falcon guys, and you have a little bit to wait, Death Star fans. Okay. Well, here are the building steps 7 and 8 in one. It's this piece here, and after the half I decided, okay, I can show you the whole. It's not worth to see. It's interesting to build, nearly the same as here, but interesting building techniques. Really, really, really nice. Then we have a cover here, and on the other side the ring is really cool. That's like the track for the tanks, but it has a connection, so 2 studs, and so you in this case we have a tire with a rim. Then we are building 7 of these tracks around, and on the tracks we bring on a plate, a brick, another plate, and a tile. And so, I hope this is, we are creating this look here. It's really cool. Nice idea, nice building technique. The usage of a wheel and a rim in the Millenium Falcon is very unexpected. Then we connected the 2 pieces here together. It's still heavy on the left side, and yes, okay, really interesting, nice to build, and everything fits perfect together. We are finished here now with this part of the assembly. I make 4 videos. I've decided it's better for me or easier for me. My opinion so far, the piece quality is Mould King, Go Bricks pieces, so no problems at all, really high clutch power. The building techniques in the building steps 5, 6, 7 and 8 are nice, not so very cool like the Razor Crest, but really nice, very entertaining. Both these cabins here, or the side gangways, were really nice to build, really nice to build. The idea with this here and the rim and these very cool tracks, tank tracks around, that's really unique. I haven't seen this part before. The instructions are okay, no problem with them. 1 or 2 you have to look twice, but it's a good instructions. And like I said, the build 1 to 4, yes, it was not much. Impressive how many big pieces we used in the building steps 1 to 4, but 5 to 8 was really entertaining. And I believe this set is a very cool one. Next, in the building steps 9 and 10, we build a half circle and connect it here and here. And I'm a little bit worried because I believe I have to do 40 times the same building technique to get this half round here, the half wheel, out of all the same pieces. But okay, I have to go through this. That's my job. Okay, thank you for watching. I am Frank, your Brick Freak. I hope you enjoyed this video, and write me in the comments about your favorite or your count of the Star Wars saga in their quality. And yes, we see us, or you see me. Bye bye.